For example 2, we're going to look at another work energy type formula. This one we're moving horizontally. So we have a 1,000 Newton force applied to the block as shown in the diagram below. If the block moves 25 meters along the surface, how much work was done on the block? So we're looking for work. We're given the force applied at an angle, and we have the distance it's being applied on. Well, we have this formula on our data sheet that work equals the force being applied, and they use absolute value just because they want you to put the positive number in for the force, times the displacement. Again, they use absolute values because they just want the positive number in here. Work could be positive or work could be negative, but you don't put the sign into the question. You use work on an object to move it in the direction you push is considered positive work. When work is done against something else, it's considered to be negative work. Work lost to friction is considered to be negative because the work is opposing motion. I try to push a fridge up a hill on a cart and it rolls back on me. That's negative work. Work being done against me. And then the other part of this formula is to go cos theta. Now we include this cos theta every time the force is being applied at an angle. It's using your trig rules. Cos theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse. Well, this formula already builds that formula into it. So you could individually find the x component of that force, then go work equals force times distance, or you could just use this formula and realize we want the x component, which is cos theta, of that hypotenuse, or of the longest side, 1,000 newtons. So let's put our numbers in. Work equals 1,000 newtons times the distance being applied over 25 meters times cosine 37 degrees. And the cosine 37 is telling us we're getting the x component of that force because it's moving in the x component. If we moved in the y component, we'd want the sine of 37 degrees. So again, if we punch that in on our calculator, 1,000 times 25 times cosine 37, making sure our calculator's in degree mode, we get a work value equal to, and in 2 sig digs, 2.0 times 10 to the 4 units of work or units of energy are joules.